Hey everybody, Marie from Style EQ. Thanks for joining me for this video. Thanks for pushing play. Today I want to help you solve your travel packing dilemmas. So I'm going to show you how to pack smarter for your next weekend away and take all the angst out of it for you. I recently went away to an Adele concert and I showed a group of business women how I packed for that trip, and they said it was a must share for Facebook, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to start by showing you what I wore on the plane. So let's go right from the beginning. So day one, I'm going to fly out Friday, come back Sunday. So Friday I want to be comfortable, relaxed, and I want to maybe go out to dinner or drinks when we get to Auckland. So I'm thinking about that when I am dressing to get on the plane. And I'm just going to wear what I'm wearing now. I'm just going to basically wear a pair of stretch pants that are really comfortable, kind of a jeans and t-shirt look really. I like this t-shirt because of the asymmetric hemline, so I think that kind of dresses it slightly up and down, and I think when you're going away and you have limited gear with you, you need to make sure that you're dressing slightly up and down, because what you don't want to do is sacrifice style for comfort. You want a good balance of both. So I've got my really good boots on that good as in they're super comfortable, they've got a mid-height heel, and so they're great to wear all day, but they've got a bit of a sheen to the leather and they're just a little bit stylish. So I'm good in these shoes and I'm happy with the look. As well as that, as I said, my pants and my top, which are kind of t-shirt and jeans comfort. And then I've got a denim jacket on, which has some stretch in it, so again, that comfort factor's there, but it's got a jacket cut, so it's a little bit dressier than something that would be, a cardigan or something like that. And then I've got another layer over the top, which is just that slightly dressier look again. So I'm good to go. I might add, say, a scarf for warmth, okay? And I might add my fingerless gloves for warmth. I love fingerless gloves. I think they're a great trans-seasonal piece, and I wear them from autumn to spring for that reason. So they would definitely be coming with me. But these pieces, when I take them off, wouldn't go in my case. They'd go in my, just day regular tote bag. So let's put those to one side because we obviously don't need them now. It's not cold enough. And let me show you what goes in the case. So I'm going to start with the concert because that's what I'm going for, okay? But also because one of the items I'm wearing to the concert is a linen dress. Now, linen crushes really easily, as you know. So I want to pack this in the case first, and I want to pack it with minimum folds so that when I get it out at the other end, it is not high maintenance. So in it goes. And we're done. Then with that dress, this dress by the way is great because it's got a couple of great things. It's well cut and I love the look of it, but it's got pockets and I love it when they put pockets into dresses and skirts. So with that I am going to add a pair of crop pants that have pattern and colour to them. So it just gives the outfit a little bit more visual interest. So they are going into my case when I learn how to fold them. Okay, they're going in. And then with that, I would wear the denim jacket because colour-wise that goes well. I would wear the boots that I already have on, and I'm happy with that. But it might be cold, and on the night it was cooler, so I took also a bomber jacket, and I layered this up over the top. Now, you might not enjoy wearing multiple layers like that. Some people don't. So you might switch out the jackets, both jackets, for a really warm woolen layer. I don't like wearing wool. I don't like... usually overheat in it, so that's not me, but you could switch these out for something woolen instead. So that jacket's going in. I love the fabric. It's kind of a honeycomb fabric. You probably can't see the texture, but yeah, again, I love it because of that, the texture and the colour. So that goes in the case. And then, as well as that, to the concert, I am going to wear a little across the body bag. And the reason I'm wearing this is because I'm not going to take my big day bag to the concert. It's too heavy and it's too bulky, all right? So I'm going to take this day bag and I am going to just take bare minimum, cell phone for the camera, in case we get lost, money, and pretty much that's it. So that's what's coming to the concert with me, maybe a lipstick. So that goes in my bag too. They are really well worth your while having. I mean, they're the sort of item you might only wear 3 or 4 times a year, but they're fantastic for like Christmas shopping too, when you're already carrying heaps of bags and you don't need another. Again, a fantastic little piece to have in your wardrobe. So that's the concert night, and I've got the Friday night going on, and I can switch this jacket out if it's too casual, depending on where we go. I can switch it out for the bomber, so that's the other reason for having that, okay? Or I can switch it out for the first jacket that you saw me wearing. So I've got those elements of being able to dress up. Then I'm going to add for the Saturday during the daytime, I'm going to add a couple of tops, and the reason I'm going to add 2 is because I don't know what the temperature is going to be up there, okay? So I need to be able to cool off or warm up depending on what it is. So I'm going to take a textured t-shirt. This, again, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a really cool texture to this. That's going in my case. And then I've got a shirt that I would put in the case too. So I can make my choice on the day, weather dependent. And if it was really freezing cold, I would put the shirt on first with the t-shirt over the top. And then you can have layers underneath, like, you know, some of you might do the merino camis or just a regular cami underneath, something else to add another layer of warmth. So that is Friday and Saturday sorted. Now on Saturday I'm going to go maybe brunching, out to late lunch, go for a bit of a walk and maybe catch a movie with the girls. But on Sunday we're doing some serious shopping, okay, because you just have to when you go away with the girls. And what I'm going to do is I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about what do I dislike when I go shopping. I dislike having to do up a whole lot of buttons, do up laces every time I want to just quickly try on a pair of pants. It takes you longer to put your shoes on and off than it does to try the pants on sometimes. So I'm thinking about all of those things that I want to avoid, and I'm going to wear an outfit that's going to minimise all that for me. So I've just got a pair of really cash chino style pants, drop crotch. You can add jeans if you don't like that style, but something that's easy to get off and on. No zips, no buttons, pockets in the front, and just an elastic back with a flat front. So nice and easy to change in and out of, okay? Then I'm going to add a t-shirt with that, just a nice colourful t-shirt. That's going in. And then the final layer is going to be a plaid shirt. Now these are bang on trend at the moment too. I love these because I just think they're fun, the colour and the pattern, but also they wear like a cardigan as far as comfort goes, and yet they've got a little bit more structure to them, and they add that layer of warmth. The other great thing about something like this is that when you're in the hotel room and you come back from your Friday night or you're shopping on Saturday and you just want to relax a little bit, you can change out of your jacket and you can put this on, and you've got that layer of, that level, sorry, of comfort, that sort of loungewear, especially when you team it with something like these. So I've got these slippers which I got from Trader. They're not really slippers, they're kind of a cross between a slipper and a house shoe, I think. I don't tend to like slippers because they are, I feel a bit frumpy in them. Whereas this sort of a thing is great. I like the colour, they are super lightweight, and they are very warm and soft. So they would definitely go in, because part of my fun on a weekend away is I want to relax and I want to be comfortable. So they are going in the case too. And they add that level of comfort. But first let's fold the dress in. So we're going to fold, and you can see that wrapping it kind of like an envelope, like a parcel, it's going to minimise the creases because they're much more rounded edges. The only real sharp creases here at the bottom. So they're going in, and my slippers are going in on top, and you would probably put them into a Ziploc bag or something like that with your other footwear, but just from time perspective I won't be doing that today. So they are all packed. That's all my clothes for the weekend in on this side of the case, and I've put it in on this side, even though they supply the straps here for clothes on this side. I find that this isn't deep enough, this part of the case. It's got the kind of bulk in it of the structure of the bag, so it's not deep enough, and I think these crush the clothes. They put too much pressure on, so I much prefer zipping my clothes into this sort of setup. So let's switch those over, and now let's get to the other side of the case. So as well as my clothes and my comfort wear, I'm going to need a second pair of shoes, because we talked about how, you know, often you wear shoes. Oh, I've still got something in there. Let me take those out. You wear shoes, and when you have them on at home and you can sit down and rest, or you might be at your desk, they're really comfortable. But when you wear the same pair of shoes away on holiday, when you're walking a lot more, suddenly your feet get annoyed by them. So you need at least 2 pairs, I think, for a 3-day weekend. So this is my second pair. And I like these because they are a sneaker, so they're super easy to wear. They're very light. They've got kind of a, almost like a kind of a wetsuit feel to the fabric, but not that rigid. And they've got no laces. So on that shopping day, they're fabulous to get off and on, okay? They are also just, you don't need to wear a sock with them. They're warm enough. And I would take the insole out of this and I would substitute it with, you know, the sort of disposable insoles that you get, so that you can wear them without socks and they're really comfortable and your feet don't, because often when you've got those synthetic liners inside, they make your feet sweat too much. So I would take those out and I would substitute them with something that's softer, and they're good to go without socks. So they're great, no laces, done. Then I would add some essentials like underwear and pajamas and things like that. I would put these in one of these travel cells. So I got this one from Kathmandu. I think they're fantastic. I use them for a range of things. I have one for my makeup bag. I have them for storage in the office. So great for travelling because all your smalls can go in here and you're not rummaging around in a big case for something that's really tiny. So in they go. Then we've got these little beauties. Now these are fantastic for dispensing your own products into. So they're a Manicare brand. You can buy them from chemists, you can buy them from farmers and probably other places. As I said, you can put your own cleanser, moisturiser, hair product, toner, whatever into these, and then you can just pop them in a Ziploc bag, pop them inside the shoes, and you've got all the products you need without worrying about taking containers that are too big and you're going to lose. So they are there and packed away, the essentials, only the essentials, right? And then I'm going to add my makeup. Now, if I was travelling overseas, I would never put my makeup into a piece of luggage that was going, you know, away from me on the plane. Because when you've got pressed products like blushes and eyeshadows, those cases get handled really roughly. They have to from a time perspective, I guess. So this I would always keep with me either in hand luggage or in my own carry-on tote bag handbag, okay? So I'm going to put these in there because they're staying with me. Then I would add a pair of straighteners. Now I wouldn't take a hairdryer with me because I've never had to supply that in a hotel in New Zealand. They all come with hairdryers, so you really don't need to bring your own. But a pair of straighteners will add some drama to a hairdo, give it a bit of va-va-voom. So I'm going to want that for the Friday night and Saturday night possibly, so that's what I'm packing in there too. And apart from that, the only other thing I may add in my handbag itself is a pair of fun earrings for the concert on Saturday night. Apart from that, I'm just going to wear what I'm wearing now. Okay, so I'm going to decide before I go, what do I want to wear? And that's what I'm wearing. And pretty much for me, it's just earrings and rings. So we are all packed, we're done. And you can see from this that there is still room for luggage, for extra shopping here. So plenty of room to add some goodies that you find when you're out shopping for the day. And then you can just zip up and you're good to go. And you can see this case could actually squash down heaps more. But that's me, packed and ready for my weekend away. I hope you got some useful tips out of that. I hope you know how to make your next travel packing event a whole lot easier. The next time I see you, I'm going to be talking about how we take this case and expand it, add some pieces and turn it into a fantastic collection to take away on an extended overseas holiday. So thanks for watching.